Before the world associated concentration camps with Nazi Germany, the United States had already used them, on its own soil. In the 1830s, long before barbed wire became a symbol of European totalitarianism, the U.S. government created what historians now recognize as America's first concentration camps during the forced removal of Native American nations. These camps were not called concentration camps at the time, but their function was unmistakable: to confine entire civilian populations under military control, strip them of freedom, and prepare them for mass relocation. Before we dive into the main story, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell notification button for more interesting video like this. This policy reached its most brutal expression under the Indian Removal Act of 1830, signed by President Andrew Jackson. Native nations, including the Cherokee, Muskogee, Creek, Chickasaw, Choctaw, and Seminole, were rounded up and detained in stockades and holding camps across the southeastern United States. Families were confined behind fences, guarded by soldiers, often without adequate food, shelter, or medical care. Disease spread rapidly and death became routine. The most infamous outcome was the Trail of Tears, 1838 to 1839. Before the forced march westward, thousands of Cherokee people were imprisoned in makeshift camps in Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia. Eyewitness accounts describe overcrowded enclosures, contaminated water, freezing conditions, and the cries of children and elders dying from dysentery, measles, and starvation. An estimated 4,000 Cherokee, nearly 1/4 of the nation, died as a direct result of this confinement and forced migration. What makes this history especially disturbing is intent. These camps were not temporary shelters for protection. They were tools of state power designed to control, dehumanize, and dispossess an entire people. Land hunger, gold discoveries, and racial ideology fueled a system that treated native lives as obstacles to expansion rather than human beings with rights. This was not an isolated moment. Similar camps were later used during the Philippine-American War 1899 to 1902, where civilians were herded into reconcentration zones, and again during World War II, when over 120,000 Japanese Americans were incarcerated in internment camps, 2/3 of them U.S. citizens. Each time the language changed. Each time the justification sounded patriotic. But the structure remained the same. The chilling truth is this: Nazi Germany did not invent concentration camps. The concept already existed, tested, normalized, and justified by powerful nations, including the United States, decades earlier. History becomes dangerous when it is selectively remembered. And the most unsettling question remains: how many people still believe this never happened? Want more stories like this? Hit like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our story, because this is just getting started.